right, this is December 23rd at 5:30. This is the Finance Committee meeting. It's being taped or recorded. John Labrie, Tom, and Pat. My brain is a little fried today.
That's okay.
And of course, Ed is with us as well. We don't have any public here for comments. There's no department heads here for any requests, and we have a whole pile of PRFs and PCFs to take care of. So,
Mind if I read them off real quick, just for the record?
sure.
PCF for the Highway Department, Steve Dudek, seasonal on-call plow operator, emergency as needed. Second one is PCF, Highway Department, Michael Goyette, seasonal on-call plow operator, emergency as needed. Next is PCF, Police Department, Martin Cook, Sergeant, increase in hourly rate. Next one is a PCF for the Police Department, Daniel Hurley, auxiliary policeman, new hire. Next PCF is Police Department, Melissa Robert Cody, dispatcher, part-time, rehire. Another PCF, Highway Department, Christopher Dunn, plow driver, emergency hire for snowstorms. PCF, Town Clerk, Virginia Ahart, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to payroll system. Next PCF is Town Clerk, Elizabeth Blanchette, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is Town Clerk, Janet Brown, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is Town Clerk, Kristen Cannon, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next is Town Clerk, from Town Clerk, Jody Corey, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is from Town Clerk, Ann Gerard, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF, Town Clerk is Teresa Gorel, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is from Town Clerk, Eileen Hamill, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is from Town Clerk, Virginia Huntley, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is also from Town Clerk, Virginia Monica Labrie, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF Town Clerk is from Town Clerk, Virginia Sarah Pierce, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. PCF Town Clerk, Deborah Pensky, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is Robin Richards, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. PCF Town Clerk, Mary Robinson, election worker, transfer from vendor warrant to town payroll system. Next PCF is Fire Department, Kevin Bacon, firefighter / paramedic,
Benson.
new hire, on call.
Benson. Not Bacon.
Oh, thank you, Benson, Kevin Benson, firefighter, paramedic, new hire, on call. Next PCF, Fire Department, Timothy Rowan, paramedic, salary increase, completed paramedic training. Next PCF, Fire Department, Alec Dopman, firefighter, what's Hamp 6? Salary increase, completed Hampshire County Fire Training School, pay incentive. Next PCF is Fire Department, Raymond Rodriguez, firefighter, salary increase, completed Hampshire County Fire Training School, pay incentive.
There's another.
Next PCF is from the Highway Department, David Neal, plow driver, emergency as needed, Hampshire County Fire Training School, pay incentive. Review any other, see it, and that's it for PRFs and PCFs. Make a motion, we pass as a,
Well, I had a question. On why? Is that, this says plow driver emergency as needed, but then tacked on to its Hampshire County Fire Training School pay incentive? So what's going on with that one?
Which one is it? What's the name?
David Neal.
Could have been my cut page too.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I noticed some of your names, a couple of names you started with were Virginia as well, and they were not. So there were some typos there, which is okay. David. So
I think he's just on-call plow driver.
That's what I was
seasonal
thinking.
on-call plow. Yep.
Okay, so nothing about the fire department. Okay.
No.
Emergency as needed, Hampshire County Fire
Yeah.
Training School should be dropped.
the Hampshire County Fire Training School and Paying Center should be dropped.
Motion as such? I'm sorry, that's your, make a motion. Do you make a motion that be deleted from there?
I think it's going to be whatever this is written as anyway. I don't know that it matters that it's on the agenda.
Right.
Does that sound,
Yeah.
as long as this is correct, I don't think we need anything else.
Yeah.
But if we do it anyway, it just kind of doubles up.
That's
on it,
fine.
so.
Is there a motion to amend the
YPCF?
agenda
Yes,
on the YPCF?
and delete Hampshire County Fire Training School Pay Incentive. So moved.
I'll second it.
Okay, so moved, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. Uh-oh. I don't mind doing these as a, I know you were starting to do this as a blanket, but I do have a couple questions, I guess, before we go down that far. The one question is, there's a few, and I just don't understand why, but I don't know if it's maybe special licenses or something that goes along with this, but the, not that I have anything against anybody in here, but the seasonal on-call plow driver, if you compare a couple of the wages, they're just really, there's quite some drastic differences here. And it may be, again, it may be different licenses, possesses, okay, this one here, because right here, for example, David Neal is at $30 an hour. It says Dave possesses a commercial driver's license, see attached. And it is in here. I don't know what this license.
Do we need a special license for the bigger trucks?
Yes.
So maybe that's what that is.
It's a Class A, is what he has there. And just to, so that could be exactly why, I guess. If we compare some others.
New truck's not due for a while. Huh? New truck's not due for a while. Was it
Probably
July?
not till about
Steve
February.
Dudek?
Okay, yeah, right here, where he is at $16.95. Is currently this, so this, what he's applying for is a seasonal on-call plow as well. These are benefited, so he has benefits through the transfer station apparently. He said over 21 hours a week.
So you'd have to pull all, if we want to really look at these, can you pull the 1, 2, 3, 4 of them? Because 2 of them are seasonal on-call, and 2 of them are plow driver emergency hire.
Right, just for these two, you have Mike Goyette and Stephen Dudek. One is $25 an hour and one's $16.95 an hour. And they're both part-time, seasonal on-call.
John, he's calling Randall.
Okay.
He'll answer him quickly.
Perfect.
And then can you pull the other 2?
Okay, so we got those two there. So we got Dudek and Goyette.
Done,
Not that one.
done, and then the one at the end. You had the David Neal.
Done? Okay. Done is, again, 25 an hour. Non-benefited seasonal, not to exceed 19 hours. Variable on-call for plowing. So you're going anywhere from $16.95
Hello there,
to
Randall.
$30.
How are you? Wonderful, thank you. I'm at the Finance Committee meeting and they have some questions regarding your on-call plow drivers because they're at different rates.
Anywhere from $16.95 to $30.
Is there just 2 rates or is there more?
There's 3 rates: $16.95, $25, $25, and $30.
You've got 3 different rates, $16.95, $25, and $30, so I'm going to put John on the phone with you. Hang on.
Does he mind going to speakerphone so we can all hear?
It's a brand new phone, I don't even know how to go to the phone.
Oh, it's one of those.
John's gonna hang
Unless it's
up on him.
speaker.
There we go.
Randall, do you mind being on speakerphone during this meeting? It's being recorded as well.
No, that's fine.
Perfect. All right, so so we're just questioning this as to, I mean, we didn't know if they're just different license levels or You know, there's all different,
So I've got, basically, I guess I have 3 cases. One is an existing employee, Steve Dudek, who works at the transfer station. And in talking with the treasurer's office, she thinks that we should be paying him the rate we're paying him regularly at the transfer station.
okay,
The other 2 are easy. It's 25 for non-commercial driver's license drivers and 30 for commercial driver's license drivers.
okay,
So the 1695 is because he's a current employee.
yeah.
It's his current
There you
rate.
go.
So 1685 is because he's current. Okay.
And he also collects the benefits.
And he gets a benefit as well, I believe, yes.
Well, let's ask that question. Randall, is John Martin. So the Steve who's gonna go at 1695, he doesn't get benefits now, does he?
Says he does.
He is benefits eligible.
Yeah, he's over 20
He
hours.
already has, he's already a 20-hour-a-week employee.
Okay, he just doesn't, oh, so he must get holiday vacation and all that?
He
Yes.
would.
So that would add to it?
Yeah.
Well, he gets holiday and well, no, it's an on-call position. Nothing is added to it.
No, he would get it, those additional hours he puts in, he'd be eligible for that additional vacation or whatever if it's a cruise.
No, he's already doing the 20 plus at the transfer station.
Yeah, but the time off and everything depends on how many hours you work a week.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
But you're an on-call position. That's never added on to that before.
Right, there'll be nothing to add on because
So
he may
that's-
not get called at all.
Per the labor laws and all that, that's okay?
I'm not sure about labor laws. I'm just talking about past practice.
Okay. Thanks.
Right, makes sense. I think so. If you don't call him, he doesn't get anything extra.
Oh, the on-call makes sense, yeah.
Right, right.
I don't disagree.
Right. Okay, thank you, Randall.
You're welcome.
All right, goodbye.
Thanks, Randall.
Good night. Happy holidays.
You too.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
That was my only question this whole stack.
Uh-oh. It's not what I want
Why
to
did it
do.
say girlfriend on there?
It's
No, why
it.
can't I take it on speaker?
Hello?
No, sorry. Trying to get it back on speaker.
You should automatically go off once you hang up.
Okay. Hopefully it did.
That's why I don't want to buy a new phone.
Yeah.
He's gonna be listening to you all night.
He could be. He'll get calls from me at 2 in the morning.
There you go. All right, so, like I said, that was my only any questions. I don't know if anybody else has any questions. If you want to make your motion.
Motion to pass this package.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Do we have any old business?
Did we ever get a copy, or did we ever, last time we met, we were given some changes to the finance committee?
Right, I had talked to Francine. She's on the
Bylaw review committee.
review committee, and she said that they did not have a side-by-side comparison, or, however, highlighted or italics or whatever the changes were, and that it was pretty easy to follow along if you called up or looked up the current bylaw. So that I did not do. I didn't print it. I've been straight out, and to be
Okay.
perfectly honest with you, my goal tonight was just to get these done so that these guys can be moved on, and
Okay.
we can deal with that in the future. But
Okay, so they're not going to do that. We're going to have to go
we have to look at it.
do the side-by-side comparison
Yep.
ourselves.
Correct.
Do we have an expense and revenue report up to date?
I don't think we've had another one since your last meeting.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks ago.
The revenue report isn't on top anyway. It's usually because it's always how far behind?
it's couple months.
It's through October now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's getting a little closer.
Yeah.
I have not received the report. I think she was sending it to us every...
Usually they come out every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Whenever they run a payable warrant.
The 2021 budget process going to start when?
It started.
Okay.
Don should have.
There we go. Did that thing go to everybody? I didn't know.
It went to everybody.
I did, okay.
I'm just getting all my email back. I lost everything.
Yeah. Yeah, went all to the whole departments, all the committees. Till they're due back, I think it's January 13th then. Yeah.
June 13th.
There's no place for finance committee meetings.
I just find it hard to believe that the Commonwealth is giving us some very tight numbers when they've had such a phenomenal year. But they actually don't know what to do with the money.
Well, let's just say that it usually doesn't trickle down to the municipalities the way it goes to other places. And then, they just did a huge thing with Chapter 70 education, but that's not going to trickle to us either with our demographics. So it's going to end up going basically to communities, less affluent, gateway communities, cities, what have you. So.
Okay.
So we're looking at one way, but not
No,
when it
not
comes to
another.
distribution.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is there supposed to be a spot?
The elementary school article request for special town meeting?
What's that?
On the elementary school, an article request for a special town meeting? Oh, wait a minute, no, let's see, it's the
it's
special
already
town
set.
meeting.
It's at
And
the
Norris Elementary
elementary
School.
school, yes.
It looked like elementary school,
No.
Norris Elementary School is asking for the article.
No.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
No, it's set.
Special town meeting is February 11th, 7 p.m. at Norris Elementary School.
Anything on there yet?
I mean, you've seen the stuff from the health department. We've got the traditional transfers from free cash to operational stabilization, capital stabilization, and OPEB. I've got a little shortfall in the general insurance account. We'll have, whether it's in one article or 3 different articles, because we've basically come to agreement with 3 unions, highway, police, dispatch, and we'll have to fund the retroactivity on those. What else is out there that I know
Is there
of?
anything for the, is it too early for the property up adjacent to?
I've got a placeholder for the town-owned property, the 8 acres that used to be part of the Fletcher Farm. Is that what you're talking about?
No, right next to the old Opas.
Oh, for a Dunkin' Donut thing?
For
That's
the,
going, that
Yeah.
should go on.
that's gonna be on the agenda as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I should draw some people,
I would think so.
yeah.
Yeah, there's actually, there's a couple of proposals for that. There's that one, and then there's the property where you're familiar with in the corner of Valley and College Highway
Yep.
for a zone change.
Yep.
So what is that, residential village now? What is that now?
No, it's industrial.
And what do they want to do, commercial?
Yes, commercial village. Is it?
Commercial village, I believe, yes.
So that they can do retail. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've got a folder downstairs. In fact, let me go take a quick look.
Before you go, Ed,
Yeah.
on these here, there's no spot for the FinCom? There's others.
These gotta be the old ones. Ah, good lord.
I'll just do it at the bottom or something.
Yeah, just sign
Put
it
something there.
under where the employee was supposed to sign it.
Yeah, I'll put it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be happy when I can get them to VPN into our server so that you can just pull them off of that.
You're never going to be happy then, Ed.
Huh?
You're never going to be happy then. you work at a place that does all electronic signatures and processing, and then you come to town hall, it's like, none of that stuff. It's like, you take 5 steps backwards to try to get the paperwork done, you know? We do everything at the press of a button electronically, you know?
I was doing fax signatures and so on with Canada for contracts back in the late 80s, early 90s. Canada was, they were accepting them.
Really? I don't know where the nearest fax machine is in my office. I don't know if we have them anymore.
Well, they didn't really have, back then, there was no real
That was the thing,
email.
yeah.
That was the thing.
That was the thing.
It was actually, in the US, you couldn't do it, but Canada accepted them.
It's progress for sure. This progress is expensive if you don't have the money.
Time is money.
What?
Time is money.
Absolutely.
So all the election workers are going to be now actual quote-unquote town employees.
All the work workers?
Election workers.
Well,
And of how this thing's reading their payroll warrants, so they're moving them from,
remember what town meeting?
from vendor warrant to town payroll system,
Okay.
all the election workers.
That's good. Not that we have a great payroll system. It'd be nice if it was all electronic and people could go in and view all the time, you know, crude off and all that. Can't.
You know, my feeling should have been that way 20 years ago.
And but again, systems and money to get the systems upgraded. It's a tough one.
Yeah, you're right. You know, so that's the people that were blocking it intentionally.
Oh, yeah? One time, 20 years ago, I was just a kid.
And you were in finance committee.
I went to lunch with a friend today. I went to Applebee's, and he said, "Oh, they've got a discount for people 60 and over." I said, "Great, you ask." And he's, "Oh, as the waitress came up, I said, "Hey, he was asking about. He's over 60. Does he get the discount on the bill?" And the waitress says, "You guys aren't over 60." And I said, "Well, thank you. You get a bigger tip." But yes, we are. You know. So he got his discount. You got a bigger tip.
And this one here, which one? I don't know if somebody else can sign this one. This is Monica. This is my mother.
So, who's the vice chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, as a package, I don't think. I mean, you're just not changing pay rates or anything
Yeah,
like
but
that.
it's
So
better
there's
just
nothing unethical about it.
Stay
but-
away from it, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Because technically you can't, anybody that,
Yeah.
related, you don't want to do it.
And we're rather forced into it here.
That's actually right here. Pat.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, finance committee. Oh, this one has finance committee.
This one does. Just put a line through the other one. That's okay. There's already one in there like that with Art, put his signature on our line as well.
So here, I heard you speaking before, so I figured, okay, well, I would sign in the employee area.
Yes, so happy to see that. That was right from the PPPB agenda, so it wasn't me when I cut and pasted it. I just didn't notice it.
And I've got to talk to Art about, I got to give him my cell phone number because I was at the last PPPB meeting. I was sitting at home, I had just gotten home from work, I'm sitting there going, I know I got something
You couldn't think
to
what it
do
was.
tonight. And then all of a sudden later on, Robin had sent me minutes and,
Oh, that was it.
so I got to give my number, just to kind of give me a little jingle and say, hey,
You available?
I was.
Yeah.
You have an electronic calendar on your phone? No?
So here's what I got just for ideas so far. Is additional funding for a tree removal for the tree warden, because the emergency manager did report, I think it was at the last select board meeting, that the tree warden's budget was pretty well shot just because of all the storms and all the extra trees we've had to take down so far this year. The bylaw review updates from the bylaw review committee, any that the select board want to, or think are ready to go on to the special town meeting warrant. Like I said, general insurance funding, we're a little short there. Planning board zoning bylaw change requests, which John had talked about. Paula and Ted Hendricks want to donate some land to the town, so that will be on here.
Are they going there by chance?
What's that?
You think they'll be there? Are we gonna do any recognition or anything there?
Yeah, I think they'll,
That'd be nice.
yeah. And that's why I listed it for our next agenda on the 30th too, just to remind everybody. The funding for the health director position that the Board of Health requested. Funding for the union contract retroactivity for fiscal year 19 and 20. The transfer to the operational capitals and capital stabilization from free cash. Transfer to the OPEB trust from the free cash, which is done by a formula, which I forget the percentage breakdowns right now. And then probably we're ready to do a town-owned property on College Highway authorization for the select board to dispose of it as surplus property.
Which piece is that?
That's the piece right up here that used to be what's now the Fletcher
8
Farm.
acres?
Yeah, 8.44, I think it
Oh,
is.
is that the old tire dump?
Yes, you got it.
And where is that going to be transferred to?
It would be transferred to the control of the select board so they can basically dispose of it as surplus property.
What did legal say on how we have to do that? We have to publicly bid it, get
It's
appraisals?
under $25,000, so.
How do we know?
Huh?
How do we know that? I mean, just,
I mean,
that's a question people.
the first thing to go to is what's on your assessor's records.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much frontage that piece of property has, if any.
Actually, I don't think it's got any.
That's exactly it. It was attached to Fowles Farm.
Yeah, there's a little strip kind of.
There's an easement, there's some way to get in there, yeah.
There's an easement to it, but I don't think that there's actually any.
Yeah.
We gotta discuss, Mike's noticed that we do it right.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of how where it goes.
I have been with that since day one.
It's been lingering way too long.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we want to set a date for the next meeting? Tell you right now, after I am here till the 6th. So if we have nothing going on between now and then,
6th of January?
yeah,
Oh, then you're gone for how long?
for 3
I'll be
weeks.
back on the 27th
Okay.
of January.
So we just need to meet before the special town meeting, right?
Yep, or we meet at the town meeting. Is there
Yeah, I
anything
think
we gotta
probably
take care
should
of?
meet before it, just to go over. I mean, I know I'm not going to be able to put any recommendations or not recommendations in not signing warrant, but in the one that goes out with the explanations and the motions. So, but you might want to.
We can voice our opinion when we get there.
Right, exactly. That's why you might want to, meet before that, just to go over what we've got.
You said you'll be back when?
27th.
That's a Monday.
I'm good with that Monday. I can make it that Monday if I have to.
This is January 27th?
We can try, sure.
Well, will the,
Oh, wait a minute. No, 27th is Martin Luther King. Isn't that Martin
No,
Luther
that's 20th, according to my calendar.
Okay.
will you have everything ready for us to review?
Oh, yeah, because it'll actually be signed before that.
Okay.
Okay.
Or-
So next meeting will be the
or right-
27th?
Yeah, right around that time.
That sounds
So-
good.
So you're going for when?
27th.
27th right here. 5:30 again?
Yeah.
5:30, you said?
Yeah.
I guess if your flight is late or something, or if we have to delay.
I'm coming in on the weekend, so
Oh, I see.
I kept saying the 27th because that's when I'll be back to work, so I'll be back to work.
Florida?
Why?
Oh, that's right.
Charlie gave you such good kudos, you're going back?
I haven't talked to Charlie.
Oh, no?
No, Well, he took a boat. I'm not a boat person.
No,
I'm gonna
you
fly
never been on a
right-
cruise?
I'm flying right there.
Yeah.
None of this running around in one little place for
On that
days.
boat, you can eat and eat and eat. That's a good way to,
That's what I don't want to do.
they do have a gym.
They've got these beautiful things out called airplanes. They got nice jet engines on them, and they get you there real fast.
Right.
And I
Yes,
can't
they do.
make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Okay.